Welcome to the Hair of the Dog,
Okay.
Calle. You've known about this for a very long time. For those who don't, Hair of the Dog is currently in an evolution, but the general is that I talk to people of interest all night while drinking with them because I love having a beer at a pub and learning about people. And then we wake them up very early in the morning when they're hungover and get the real, get them earnest and honest. However, we can't do that today. Calle is in town because he is here for a wedding, and all of us have work in the morning, so we're just gonna bang this bitch out tonight.
Yeah.
What's a Calle? Is that like the leaves that hippies eat?
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but no. Calle is a Swedish nickname for Carl, which is my unfortunate legal name. It's very dull, but I made a mistake when I was first applying to bars and didn't correct people on my first day. So some people, like everybody in this room, knows me as Carl, and it's haunted me ever since.
What I was referencing was kale.
Oh.
Kale.
I don't know what that is.
It's for hippies. Anyway, so like you said that you were, maybe you established this, I can't remember, maybe I'm jumping ahead. You were born in Sweden?
I was born in Sweden, yep.
And why would you leave a socialist country that has free healthcare, free education, and is usually pretty progressive?
Well, I didn't really have a lot of choice in the matter. I was fucking 4.5 years old, and my parents wanted to move to the United States. My mom's from America. They had a lot of friends and family living in Vermont, and they figured they'd do it before, me and my sister started school. And so they dragged us from the warm embrace of modern socialism and threw us into this noxious capitalist hellscape that we call the United States.
Because everybody knows, and especially Sweden, that the American education system is highly superior.
I mean, if you break it down state by state, we're pretty good. Like, if you take Massachusetts or, like, Minnesota. But, we can go toe-to-toe with any of those socialist countries, like Finland, who's pretty good. But we also have this thing called Mississippi that really drags us way fucking down there.
Isn't it Mississippi?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, one of those. There's that line we had in this country, and there's a lot of states that are underneath it, and they're bad at everything.
I don't count them. They're not real to me.
No, dude, it's basically just flyover country till you get to Disney World.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you got to jerk off DeSantis to get there. That's the new rules I heard.
Dude, that was the whole point why he took over the board, where he's like, we're instituting prima nocta for Disney World.
I don't even know what prima nocta is.
That's like, you ever see Braveheart?
Yep.
You know when there's like the wedding scene in the beginning before everybody starts getting killed?
Yep.
And the Lord shows up, like the English guy, and he takes the like innocent-looking bride away, and they ride off. Well, that was the thing that they would do, where they would, the Lord gets to fuck every bride before her wedding night and take her virginity because he's the father of all the fucking people. And that's what Ron DeSantis does down there. He's like, you want to come to Disney World? Gotta play with my balls.
I can dig. That's the same rule on the show. If you want to work on this show, you also have to let me fuck your girlfriend and or wife.
Yeah, I heard DeSantis, if you let him put a thumb up your ass while you play with his balls, fast pass.
He doesn't do gay shit. We know that.
It's not gay if he does it to you. It's prison rules.
I guess it's not gay because you can't say gay.
That's true. Fair enough.
So you can just fuck a dude in the ass as long as you don't say it's gay, it's gold?
Dude, he's living his repressed wet dream down there.
I respect that.
Yeah.
I respect that. So then you moved to the United States.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. And where are you at in these massive United States? You more of an East Coast, West Coast, Southern Coast, up coast, down coast, mid coast?
I grew up in Vermont, which is where I live now. It's been a long, circuitous road that brought me back there. I lived in Chicago for 9 years. I was your roommate, if you recall.
I do not.
Me neither. It was a dark time. And then I moved back to New England during COVID, and then I got a job with a beer company that I will not name, and got hired in Maine. And Maine is the worst place I've ever been in my entire life. I hate it, and I will never fucking go back unless I'm required to for work.
Why is that?
It just sucks ass. It's like the Arkansas of New England. It's like everyone's like, oh, Maine, the fucking beaches, the mountains, whatever. Last I checked, Vermont has better beer. It has better mountains. It has less cunts. Maine, it's like, oh, Portland is so awesome. Portland is like Burlington, Vermont on fucking meth. It's not good looking. It's not pretty. there's like, oh, but there's like, you know, the fucking docks and all that shit. Yeah, but it smells like a fucking dock. And like when you're not smelling like rank fish, you're stepping on fucking heroin needles. It's a terrible place. No one should ever go there. You go to Kennebunkport, Maine, which is where fucking the Bushes have their house. You drive off the exit, you're going to the town that says Kennebunkport, Maine, a friend to business. And you're like, oh, a bunch of fucking Republicans live here. I know that for sure. And then you got fucking neo-Nazi militias. You got a bunch of fucking like nowhere wilderness that's not even good looking because their topography is a bunch of bullshit. Yeah, you got Mount Katahdin and like Moosehead Lake. But then it's like, oh, nice rolling hills. But when you're driving, you're like on top of the hills. You can't see anything. Fucking sucks. And then you go to Booth Bay. Booth Bay is the most fucking touristy fucking, or sorry, Bar Harbor, the most tourist horse shit I've ever seen. It's like I'm out there trying to have a nice little sea kayak, and this guy telling me is how nice the Rockefellers are because they donated all the land. You shouldn't be fucking allowed to own all that land in the fucking first place. Sorry, that's my rant. Maine sucks.
We all heard it here. Fuck the Rockefellers.
Yeah.
Also, weirdly enough, they're one of our sponsors. They're going to give us...
You're not doing that well.
Absolutely not. But speaking of sponsors, Hexa Coffee. The only sponsor of the show, because they're the only ones willing to donate to this bullshit. And they're donating not only coffee, they're also donating mugs, and they're also donating hugs. Hexa Coffee. Best coffee in Chicago. Anyways, back to the show. That was our commercial.
Yeah, that's nice.
So that was a hell of a rant about Vermont and Maine.
Yeah.
So which is whiter, Maine or Vermont?
Well, you got two different kinds of New England white. You got like your, there's like the Vermont white, which is like, you know, nice bucolic farmland. You got a lot of people from other parts of New England that move there just for a better life. And Maine is like, Maine's like your trailer park kind of white. It's like, but in the bad way, not in like the fun way.
Really like loaded.
Yeah, basically, Maine you cross the Penobscot River from New Hampshire into Maine, and then in the 35 minutes it takes you to get to Portland, that's where all the money is.
That's in Oregon.
And Maine, yeah, well, actually, Portland, Oregon was named after Portland, Maine. Little known fact. But
why don't they call it New Portland then?
It's a mouthful. It was the 1800s. You're all the way fucking out there. Nobody's gonna get confused. But yeah, people forget Maine is fucking gigantic.
Yeah.
It's so far east, it borders like New Brunswick or one of those weird Canadian provinces we forget exists. Aroostook County is the largest county east of the Mississippi River. It's fucking gigantic, and nobody lives there except like, I don't know, fucking neo-Nazis and people. There's nice people up there, like for sure.
Nice
like, there
neo-Nazis?
Dude.
I hate all neo-Nazis.
I was gonna make a joke, but I don't know. What can I like? What's my line here? What am I allowed to say? What am I not allowed to say?
You can
I feel
literally say anything you want because that is the beauty of editing.
All right. Well, never mind. Well, the moment's passed. Anyway.
So in the discussion of Maine versus Vermont, it sounds like Maine's got a lot of things, even though it might be trash neo-Nazis and also exceedingly wealthy people. I've read that there's more cows in Vermont than people.
Yeah. I mean, Vermont is the second smallest state per cap, like in the Union, after Wyoming. We've got about 640,000 people. We got a lot of cows.
Isn't that a concern? Are the cows going to overtake the country? The state? Are they going to make their own government and start milking people?
It sounds nice. I mean, we all like to get milked off every now and then.
I milk at least once a day.
I mean, it's good for your prostate.
Yeah. Yeah,
so, what am I going to complain?
Hell no.
No. The cows, you get them out there, you feed them grass, you let them have a good time for a little bit, and then you brutally kill them and consume their meat.
Is it just you kill them because you're afraid of them overtaking, or just because they're fun and delicious?
No, you can't start killing people because they're afraid they're overtaking. Then we're going to get real crazy at the border.
We've literally done that so many times in this country.
I know, but we pretend it was manifest destiny. It was God's will.
We just don't talk about it in Florida. So what was the draw of moving to this fantastic place called Chicago?
My mom grew up here, and she went to this school called North Park University of Chicago. Ever heard of it?
Never heard of it.
And they had, it was founded by Swedish immigrants in the 1890s. And they have a really good Swedish exchange program, which my parents met on. It goes to a city called Jönköping in Sweden.
Jönköping?
Yeah, spelled with a J.
Interesting.
Where is it? Who knows?
No one cares.
It's somewhere in there.
Yeah.
So I wanted to do that. I knew a lot of people going to the school, and I was like, I grew up in a small town of like 1,500 people, and did not want to go to school in New England. I wanted to go to school in a big city, and Bam, here it is.
How'd that go?
It was a very nice time. I had a blast. It was a Christian school, so which I'm not religious and I'm not a fan of organized, really anything.
Nor Sweden.
No, Sweden's very anti-religious. Well, they kicked all the religious people out, and they all came to Chicago and started this fucking school.
Valid. That sucks.
So it was funny because there's a lot of people that went there who are like, this is the most conservative place I've ever been to, and other people were like, this is the most liberal place I've ever been to. So like, I remember a girl that I met my freshman year, and she's like, oh, the Earth is only 6,000 years old. It wasn't a bit. Can I have a beer, please?
Me too. So, if the Earth is only 6,000 years old, where do the dinosaurs come from?
There's a lot of theories about that from that kind of person. And a lot of them say, like, oh, it's just the devil trying to, like, lead us astray. Dude, if the devil could manufacture dinosaur bones and influence, like, layers of, geology. I forgot about this bottle opener. It's just a nail. It doesn't make any sense.
It's perfect.
Hey now.
Amateur.
Gift that.
Dude, that's how excited I was when I got here.
Vermont, you forget how to drink a beer.
What the fuck? Vermont has like one of the best like brewery scenes in the world.
I don't know. Everyone loves Maine brewing. It's supposedly decent.
Nobody does.
I definitely don't.
No, Maine beer is like, oh, what are you going to say? Oh, Lone Pine is so fucking good. Lone Pine is fucking ass. Maine Beer Company is really good. I like everything they do. And then after that, what do you have? Allagash is pretty solid, actually.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, Allagash is really good, actually.
That's good.
But there's Hill Farmstead in Vermont was voted the best brewery in the world 2 years in a row.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Got plenty of other good ones. Like Zero Gravity and Foam and Switchback. Long Trail used to be good.
When I grew up, there used to be a under 21 club called Zero Gravity in the suburbs.
Wow.
And it was cool when you're young, and then you get older and you're like, why would an adult start a club for people that are that young?
Is that what that Jared guy from Subway was doing with all his money?
Probably.
Yeah, that was probably more of an under 14 club.
Oh, no, it was Jared Leto.
Oh, ugh.
Also likes young women.
Does he have a cult?
Yeah.
What? Why do we let him be in stuff?
Who's a better cult leader, Jared Leto or Jesus?
I mean, depends on who you ask. If you ask Jared Leto will say Jared Leto.
Of course.
I mean, then again, Jared Leto I know exists. Jesus, I would like to think he existed. Seemed like a pretty rock solid guy.
He's decent.
Yeah, not too many things I read in there that Jesus did was bad. It's just everybody after him was like, ooh, we can make some money off this. Catholic Church, largest private landowner on the planet.
How do you feel about the Gnostic Gospels?
I don't know what those are.
That's just a really off-base question.
Yeah, but
We'll get into that later. I love those fucking things. So, speaking of being an atheist, Jesus fucking Christ. Amateur bullshit over here. This is why I fuck your wife.
I'm about to go fucking Christian Bale on you in Terminator Salvation.
I'm about to go Christian Bale on you in the one where he's a serial killer in New York in the 80s.
American Psycho.
There it is.
Yeah.
God, way to ruin my reference.
Yeah, it wasn't El Salvadorian Psycho.
God damn it.
Damn.
Oh, right away. That was me, I'm sorry.
It's a good move. So then, like you said, you were in Chicago. What'd you do in Chicago?
I drank copious amounts of alcohol for an extended period of time.
Nice. What was your favorite alcohol?
Well, when I started, I wasn't the biggest drinker in high school. Drank a lot of old style. Moved on to your PBRs, your Rolling Rocks, your Cobras.
Yo, the Cobras.
Some Edward 40 hands.
Love them
I remember having Blue Moon for the first time. People telling me it was so fancy and good. And I was like, this just tastes like
Disgusting.
fucking Yoplait
Absolute
yogurt.
trash.
I do love beer. This you do know about me. I have logged in a notebook every beer I've ever had since I was 20. I do have that if you want to see it.
That's actually the question I was trying to softball with.
Oh.
That. So explain that in a little bit more detail.
Yeah, so when I was 20 and I did my exchange program to Sweden, we were doing a Eurail trip, and I had a little notebook, and people were like, "Oh, you should journal." And I'm like, "I'm not a pussy. I'm not going to journal." So I was drinking all these new European beers, and I was like, "Oh, I want to kind of keep track of these." So I started writing them down, and then I just literally never stopped.
How many beers have you logged so far?
Off the top of my head, 2,454.
And none of that is a repeat.
No, there are repeats after. So I had my original book, which I finished about a year and a half ago, and after I did that, I had 2,000 beers in there, and I put them all into Untapped, and I had like 90 repeats. And now I keep them on Untapped, so I have like a digital reference, so I'm not repeating, because I have a good memory, but not even that good.
You can't be drinking and have
So.
good memory. It doesn't go in line.
You'd be shocked.
I don't even know how many shows we've done.
Well, that's because you're unprofessional.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very.
Yeah.
So how many countries have you logged in that book? I mean country beers from a country. How many countries did you drink in and log beers?
37. So I try to have at least a couple when I'm in any new country. Some of them, like I was younger. Like when I went to England when I was like 13. Shockingly enough, they did not let me drink at the bar.
They also didn't like Gandhi.
They didn't like Gandhi because they were like, well, India's obviously ours. And he was like, how about you just let us have it? And look how that worked out.
Brilliantly.
Nobody died during the partition.
At all.
No.
No, it went smooth. They love it.
Yeah, the Muslims and Hindus get along great. Yeah.
There's so much peace in the Middle East.
That's not the Middle East.
I know.
You know what? I honestly had to double check. I don't know if you own a globe.
I don't, but I still have a general idea.
I mean, yeah. So
What was your favorite country to drink beer in?
America.
Morocco.
It's probably where I've had the most. Not even probably, like definitely. Like if we're going non-America, like the best beers I've had, like because I don't rate beers. A lot of people get really snooty about beer.
Yes.
I don't like to do that because like that's not no way to live life.
Quite on the set.
So I don't know. I remember one time I was in Austria, and I'd spent New Year's in Vienna, and I had just gotten fucking shit can drunk for a couple days. And I remember I was like going back to the hostel, and like we were waiting for the train, and I really had to piss, and I was like, oh yeah, like I'll just hop on the train tracks and just piss because I need to go. And like 3 guys I was with had to restrain me from doing that. But then we went from there. We went up to this mountain town called Hallstatt. It's like mountain, lakes. Pretty. It's usually like a lot of like screen backgrounds like that Microsoft cycles through. And we went to me and my buddy we went to this. There was like a bowling alley in town. It was a bowling alley and a pizzeria. It was like candlepin bowling, and we were in there.
What the fuck is candlepin bowling?
It's like a bowling ball, but it's like it doesn't have any holes in the hand. It's like a little tiny one, and it's like sticks, not like actual like pins. It's like old timey bowling. I don't know, whatever. But we're sitting there, and there's this Austrian beer I had called Zipfer. I was drinking that. It's just a nice Austrian Pilsner. And then, like, the whole place fills up because it's literally the only bar in the fucking town. And the old lady who ran the place was like, oh, like, hey, we were sitting at a table. It's like, oh, this family's coming in. Do you guys mind moving? And we're like, yeah, we're not absolute motherfuckers. Like, we'll move to the bar. And then she gave us a bunch of, like, their mountain town schnapps. It was nice. And so, like, Zipper is nice. Then I got blackout drunk at a TGI Fridays in Budapest a couple weeks later. And we were drinking this beer called Dreher. And Dreher Bach, and it was like their dark beer. It was really good. So.
What's your favorite story of logging a beer in your book? Or at least like a really good one.
I really like, probably like my 1,000th beer. That was fun. That was a big milestone. It took me like, I mean, you gave it to me. And then I like peeled the label off. I like glued it into my book.
What was it?
It was Lost Abbey Angel something. It was like Angel, yeah, whatever.
Angel's Envy.
Yeah, that's the one. And that was cool. So that took me, that was December 27th, 2018, I had my 2000th beer. So I've been doing it for about 6 years, and then it took me 3 years to have my 2000th beer. I was on a much better pace. I was working at the Globe. We had a lot of beers on tap. I was trying all kinds of shit.
What's your least favorite story about logging a beer?
Oh, I know this. The worst beer I've ever had in my entire life is this strawberry sour from Virginia. It was like some fucking nonsense, and it basically, I cracked it open, and I normally like sours, but it smelled like and tasted like if you took a bunch of Warheads, like the candy, and you dissolved them in a pint of gasoline. I couldn't finish it. I literally couldn't finish the beer.
That description, though, is intriguing to me.
It was it was so the only beer I have not finished out of pure, like, it tasted bad. So
Beer can be bad. So as you've stated that we have worked together, that I gave you your whatever 1000th beer. Not so much like how did we meet, because that's boring and no one gives a shit. What is?
I think it's a charming story.
I think it is too. I gave you a lot of hell. What is the very unexpected history that we had when we first?
Your dad was a photographer at my parents' wedding. Mm-hmm. It's the weirdest fucking thing. We'd like known each other for a couple weeks, and then we kind of figured this out. And yeah, because our parents are both North Parkers. We're both North Parkers. And
we both did the same trip to Jönköping.
Yeah.
What's the full name of that school?
Södra Vätternbyggnadens Folkhögskola.
Folkhögskola, yeah.
we just call it SVF.
I can do Södra and then Folkhögskola.
Folkhögskola. Yeah, Vätternbyggnadens Folkhögskola. Yeah.
What does that mean?
Southern Lake Building High School. I don't know, some shit like
That's
that.
a great name.
Yeah, a lot of Swedish shit is just kind of made up.
Absolute nonsense.
Yeah. 3 extra letters. Take it easy.
Unnecessary. Come on.
Yeah. Those aren't letters. Those are fucking sounds.
Those are sounds. Those are guttural nonsense.
Yeah.
So we both did the same thing. We didn't do it at the same time, however.
Yeah, you are significantly older than I am.
3 years.
You're like 7 years older than me.
Is it that much?
What year were you born?
86. I guess you did just
I'm
turn
92.
30. Yeah,
no, I turned 31. Thanks for remembering.
I don't care.
I literally am not even allowed to forget your birthday.
It's 9/11. It's in
literally
the
never
fucking
forget.
Never. James, where are you? I gotta point at you. James, come over here. James is a Marine. He fought in Iraq because of 9/11, and last year wait, what's your birthday again?
I forgot. I was supposed to never forget.
Never forget.
Hey, you want to know how good I am with birthdays, though? Kevin is May 10th.
Oh, yeah.
And James October 29th.
That's good.
Fuck
Yeah.
You got it.
We'll get into that. Your
I met Alan 2 weeks ago. I don't know.
You remember his birthday?
You met him at the Globe.
That was the first time I met him. I was drunk.
Every time.
You don't remember his birthday. That's really racist.
He is the only person of color in the room. How do you feel about being a racist?
Cut.
Comparison to Herschel Walker.
Perfect. Can do. Get these out of here. Welcome back to Hair of the Dog. You've been a mediocre guest.
Thanks.
I moderately respect you.
However, one of us.
Thank you. However, the thing that I maybe respect you for the most is that you're a moron savant.
Thank you.
You are equally so smart and so stupid that it should be studied in the smartest thing that I could think of right now, and won't. And the way that I like to exploit that when we've been drinking in the past is that I give you, or anyone in the room gives you, both a moment, like a historical moment, and a sports moment, and you describe the historical moment as an analogy through sports, and you do it weirdly to a specific amount of time.
Okay.
So we're going to have someone over here timing. You're going to
Okay.
choose it. So we're going to talk about what looks like the Koh-i-Noor diamond.
Okay.
How's that pronounced?
The Koh-i-Noor diamond.
Koh-i-Noor diamond. So I was correct.
Okay.
What is a sports reference that you could put that into to teach us things?
Kevin come up with this question?
I don't know.
All right, fine. Why would you know?
I don't know sports.
All right. Can I have 11 minutes?
11 minutes. What's the sports reference?
Herschel Walker.
Herschel Walker, Koh-i-Noor Diamond. What if I tell you 6 minutes?
Can I have 7?
Can you have 7?
You can have 7.
All right. Can I go back up to my old room and think about it?
Nope.
I have to sit here for 7 minutes in silence?
No, you have to describe it in 7 minutes.
Oh, I have to describe it in 7 minutes.
That was always the rule.
Oh,
you would tell us exactly.
No. You would.
Yes.
I would ask for a specific amount of time to think about it, and then I would think about it, and then I would come down.
No,
You were drunk.
No. I would time you, and you would say, I can do that in 3 minutes.
All right, fine.
I would time you, and you would get it within 3 seconds.
Okay.
And it would blow my fucking mind.
All right, fine. Give me 7 minutes, and I can do it.
You need a 7-minute break?
No, I don't need a 7-minute break.
7 minutes to do it.
I can do it now.
Do you need it right now?
Turn the clock right about
Now.
Thank you. Okay, so short background. The Koh-i-Noor Diamond comes from India. It's in original existence. Nobody really kind of knows how it came from, whatever, like, showed up. When this marauding band of fucking guys named the Mughals came down and conquered India.
Mughals.
They conquered it. They built a bunch of shit. There's this guy named Shah Jahan.
Yep.
He was the guy who built the Taj Mahal. The Taj Mahal, the big white building in India. So anyway, he built this other thing. His dad had been like the fucking ruler, whatever. He like fucking cracked open like their safes, and he's like, look at all this shit we have. Like, why don't we use it and build something cool? So he built something called the Peacock Throne, which was like the throne of the Mughal emperor. And on top of it, they had this thing called the Koh-i-Noor diamond. It's a big old fancy diamond. Anyway, basically, over the years, they realized, oh, this diamond is fucking cursed as shit. And like anybody who's in possessions of it, like everything bad will happen. It passed from Shah Jahan to his descendants, and then you had this guy named Nader Shah come from Iran, and he fucking got a hold of it, and then he went crazy and gouged his son's eyes out, and then like, you know, like there was a mutiny and his guards took it, and they went to Afghanistan and founded this kingdom, and then like somehow it ends up with the East India Company when they're all down there fucking around in India, and they got it, and they were like, ooh, like we gotta bring it to like fucking like blah 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 Queen Victoria or whatever. They're on this fucking trip. The trip gets like, they get plague, people are dying, they get it up there, and they fucking like want to like chop it up and do whatever with it. And so it's like, you know, this thing that like for most of like, you know, that part of the world's history, it's like it's been passed around to different rulers, and it's kind of just fucked everybody up. So Herschel Walker, if we all remember, Kevin, if you can back me up here, I don't remember if it was 1980 or 1982 season. Herschel Walker wins the Heisman Trophy national championship for the Georgia Bulldogs. He's like the best running back in the country. He's fucking amazing. He's this motherfucker who brags about it. It's like, I didn't lift weights. I just did 1,500 push-ups every day and 1,000 dips and like 800 squats, like fucking whatever. And he's like run for Congress, and he's a piece of shit now, but he's really, really, really good at football. So Herschel Walker, back in the day, in the 80s, there was this thing called the USFL. It was a competitor league to the NFL. And it was the first legitimate competition the NFL had. They got a lot of like big name guys. They got Herschel Walker. They got Steve Young, future Hall of Famer with the San Francisco 49ers. Reggie White, Jim Kelly, Hall of Fame quarterback for the Buffalo Bills. And he was in that fucking like dominated league. League folds in '84. He goes to the Cowboys. He's on the Cowboys. Really, he's fucking amazing. Like Herschel Walker, people think he's like a bust. Like Herschel Walker had over 10,000 like career yards from scrimmage. Excellent receiver out of the backfield. Like he's fucking amazing. And he was just like gem, like great running back. Everybody wanted him, but he was on the Cowboys when they were kind of dog shit. So I think it was 1989. Mid-season, I think after week 5, you know, the Minnesota Vikings are like, oh, we want Herschel Walker. We fucking want Herschel Walker. We want to trade for him. And it's considered the worst trade in NFL history. They traded like multiple first-round picks, multiple second-round picks, multiple third-round picks, like to get Herschel Walker. So like, if we get Herschel Walker, we're going to be set. Cowboys are like, fine. They were like 1-15. And we're dog shit. And so they're like, anybody that knows anything about football is like, oh, if you have a lot of draft picks and you're a bad team, that's better than having a good player on a bad team. Minnesota Vikings get him. He's fine. He's kind of okay. Not that great. Meanwhile, the fucking Dallas Cowboys convert that fucking draft haul into Emmitt Smith, a bunch of fucking Hall of Fame players, their fucking safety, what was his name? I can't remember. He's on TV. No, Deion Sanders played cornerback, and he came to them after the 1994 NFL season as a free agent after winning 1994 Defensive Player of the Year for the San Francisco 49ers with 6 interceptions and 3 return touchdowns. Anyway, they got a big draft haul, and it basically set the stage for their dynasty they had in the early 90s, where they went to, not only did they win 3 Super Bowls in 4 years in 92, 93, and 95, they went to 4 straight NFC title games. They lost in 94 to the San Francisco 49ers, who ended up winning the Super Bowl against the San Diego Chargers. I think the score of the game was like 49-28, something like that. And anyway, so Herschel Walker's on the Vikings. The Vikings are like, fuck, this was a huge mistake. Anyway, they end up getting rid of him. And so Herschel Walker bounces around to a couple different teams. He goes to the Eagles. Actually, it's 1,000-yard rushings for the Eagles. The Eagles at the time, the Eagles were fucked because those early 90s Eagles teams were really fucking sick. Like 1991, Philadelphia Eagles were like one of the greatest defenses of all time. And they didn't even make the playoffs because they were in the same division as the defending Super Bowl champ New York Giants, the surging Dallas Cowboys, and the Super Bowl champs that year, the 1991 Washington Redskins, who are one of the most underrated and forgotten greatest teams of all time. I think they lost 2 games that season by a total of 4 points. They were fucking insane. And so they got fucked by that. So the Philadelphia Eagles are like, oh, we need something. How? And they're like, oh, let's get Herschel Walker. Comes in, he's fine, not great. He leaves, he sucks. The Eagles kind of like fall apart, which leads to them having like a top overall pick in 1999 when they drafted Donovan McNabb. 2000? Are we sure about that?
Yep.
Okay. He's an Eagles fan, he would know. He goes back to the Cowboys, is like with Emmitt Smith there and like on the Cowboys. And then the Cowboys then descend and fall to pieces and their dynasty collapses and sucks. So that is why I would say that Herschel Walker is like the Kohinoor Diamond, because it's like this one precious gem that all these teams covet and value and keep trading for some fucking reason. And it ends up just being this cursed fucking possession that, even though it's shiny and cool and Herschel Walker had a great NFL career, he ultimately just destroyed all the franchises that like he was a part of and led to them collapsing and having to rebuild, and that's the end.
How does that apply to a diamond? Time.
3 seconds.
3 seconds! 3 fucking seconds! Every fucking time.
It was 99.
Every fucking time.
It was 99. Put that in the...
It's always within
I want a video
3
confession.
fucking seconds. It's absolutely insane.
Well, to be fair, back in the day, he did get time to prep.
No, usually it was like hammered ass drunk, no time to prep, all in. No, usually
I
we
would
just
get
say
I would
go.
get I would get time to prep.
You would take 2 minutes.
I would
tops.
get time to prep.
I've witnessed you with prep time. The times I've seen
Yeah,
it.
I think one of my best is comparing Rob Gronkowski to George Washington.
Oh, that was the best.
That's easy.
Hands down the best.
Oh, it's easy, Kevin?
Yeah, they like apples. Done.
Oh, it's easy, Kevin.
Anyway,
You want to go do it? What's up?
that's what I can do.
So how does that apply to a diamond? Welcome back to Hair of the Dog.
Yeah, here we are.
So what we are currently debating is...
Does Iceland suck?
No. Tell me, I want you to give me... we're going to get into sports in a moment, but since we're in the fucking zone, I want you to give me a brief breakdown and be fully fucking a piece of shit about every Scandinavian country. Go.
Oh, okay. So you got your 5 Scandinavian countries: Denmark, Norway, Sweden, Finland, Iceland. Denmark is basically if the Netherlands and Sweden had a baby. You have
Porridge mouth bastards.
Yeah, they're unintelligible language. They talk and they sound like they're you can't understand a word they're saying.
Goddamn word.
And the funny thing is, well, with the exception of Finnish, which is its own, it's actually a Uralic language. It's the most closely related to Hungarian. It's a no linguistic relation to the other Scandinavian languages. Like Danish, like I can read Danish. It's basically the same as Swedish. But when you hear those fucking googly-eyed bastards fucking like talk Danish, you can't understand a goddamn word they're saying. It doesn't make any sense. So Denmark is if Sweden and the Netherlands, like basically Copenhagen is like if Stockholm and Amsterdam had a little baby. It would have all the nice sensibilities of a Scandinavian city with all the debauchery of Amsterdam. So it's a lovely place and everyone should visit.
I loved it.
Just avoid all the Danish people, basically.
Yeah.
Sweden is Sweden's like the more understanding, like good, like sticks to its guns, morals kind of version of the group.
Wouldn't you say they're the more awkwardly passive of the bunch?
They're all awkwardly passive.
But Swedes
are like, you don't talk to people on the bus, you don't talk to people on the train, you don't talk to people at work, you don't talk to people at bars. No, they don't. Swedes like love to get after it. When Swedes drink, they're really funny. It's a funny country of very health conscious people, but everybody is a drunk smoker, which that's a green check mark in my book.
Hey.
But Sweden's it's a lovely place full of terrific people, and the more than any other Scandinavian country embrace plurality and have progressed to this stage where they understand the view of what it means to be Swedish is no longer ethnically based, but it is culturally based.
Like Norway.
Norway. Norway's like, we have a lot of money and we're rich and we don't want anyone to come here. Dan, they discovered oil in like the 1920s and they're like, well, everybody can fuck off. Yep. You have 5.5 million people. Sweden's an expensive country, and Swedes go to Norway and like, holy shit, am I in? It's like Scandinavian Dubai. They have enough money to give every citizen like $1 million in their pension fund. The Norwegian pension fund is one of the largest investors in the world. It's worth like $2 trillion. And they don't have any compulsions of what they invest their money in. And fuck those guys and they're cunts. Iceland. Weird, goofy, inbred hillbillies, but really fun. Really fun. They know how to have a good time. They know their deal. They're very self-aware.
They get it.
They're just like, yeah, we're a tiny island. We got a volcano. We got shit, and we like to party. Great people. Great people. Nothing. I think Iceland's slightly overrated, but the Icelandic people, just a delight.
Now the best of the bunch, Finland.
Finland, the greatest country on the face of the earth. Nobody's better than the Finns. Like I said, that Sweden, if Sweden and the Netherlands had a baby, it'd be Denmark. If Sweden and Russia had a baby, it would be Finland. And there's a reason they're the happiest country on earth. This is a country that values teachers. It is as prestigious to be a teacher in Finland as it is to be a lawyer. These people also, when they cut loose, all they're like is like, we're going to sauna, we're going to drink vodka, we're going to smoke ciggies, and we're going to pay teachers well. It's the happiest country on earth. Those motherfuckers are insane. Their language doesn't make any sense. It's like an ancient offshoot of Indo-European that only the Hungarians are kind of slightly related to. They are their own goddamn thing. They're good at what they do. They are the most fun people that I have ever met in my life, and they know how to have a good time, and they're really fucking nice, and everyone should go to Finland, and it's the best place in the world, and it's why they're the happiest.
Dig. So we're going to get into a sports segment because you can rail about that shit forever.
All right,
I want you to rail about one more thing.
Sure.
Speaking of Finland, the White Death.
The White Death, Simo Häyhä. 730 some odd confirmed kills in the Winter War of 1939, 1940. The Russians decided...
What kills?
So this dude was a farmer and then was like, the Russians are coming? agree with that.
Nope.
So he got his
Topical.
He got his bolt-action hunting rifle, which I'm pretty sure didn't have a
No sights.
scope.
Iron sights.
And then had a machine pistol and was like, well, I'll just go in the woods and I'll just kill as many Russians as I can. And he killed as many Russians as any single human being possibly could. He just killed the fuck out. He killed 700 of them. Then he gets shot in the face with an explosive round. It blows half his head off. He survives, is in a coma for years. And, survives because he's just like, well, it's just another day in the office. He's amazing. The Finns also, when the Russians were advancing, they had this brilliant tactic because, they always say don't invade Russia in the winter.
They're so good with this.
The Finns were like, it's colder here, you pussies. And so the Finns had this great tactic. What they would do is that the Russians would be advancing and they would take all these dead Russian soldiers that had died and had frozen solid and they would prop them up because they were frozen as the Russian army would advance, and they would see all the dead bodies of all their comrades who had been killed. And Finland's a small country, and Russia has a lot of people, and they just beat the ever-living shit out of them and fought them to their credit. Like, they didn't win, but they fought them to a standstill, and there's some other shit that happened later in the war. But, Finland was just like, nah, try us. And that's why Finland did a really funny thing when, the Ukraine-Russia war has been going on. They're just like, hey, we'll come down, we'll train you how to fight in the winter. We're really good at it, and we don't like the Russians.
And we're good at it. What was the quote from the previous prime minister of Finland when Russia was trying to act strong during this whole Ukrainian nonsense?
I don't remember. I know she likes to party, and she's hot as hell.
She's so hot. I love her. Marry me. This is going to be a rough quote, but her quote when Russia said, hey, if you get involved in the Ukrainian situation, that we're going to have to go to Finland as well. And she said, please come in. We'll just bury you with the rest of your family.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
What a bad bitch. Oh, I love her. Please marry me.
They're so tough. They have a big knife culture.
They have a lot of weird culture.
They have a lot. Oh, but they're
Knives,
so great. They're so
drink, killing Russians. I respect all of it.
They're so good. They're so great.
I'm going to adopt all of those as my new hobbies.
They're so funny.
Let's have a talk about sports.
Sure.
That's a great segue. So, sports.
Yeah.
What are those?
It's human beings playing silly games for exorbitant amounts of money.
Sounds like war.
Yeah,
so
but at least the players get paid.
Valid. All right, I'm going to hit you with some real quick, nasty fucking sports questions. Because I know so much about sports, and I definitely wrote all of these.
Yes, you do. You're better than you read on.
What beer / type of beer would each of these coaches drink? And now I'm going to go down the line. Which beer would these coaches drink? First, Doug Pedersen.
Allagash White.
That's so good.
He likes to think he's this hard-nosed traditional coach, but really likes some of the finer things, like the Philly special, which was so innovative that the Patriots didn't try a pass to the QB earlier in the game, and also, the Patriots in 2015 ran that play against the Eagles for what I believe to be a 37-yard gain that Tom Brady
both of those games?
The Eagles won both those games.
Cool.
How many Super Bowls you guys won?
We won the one that counts.
We won all the others that counted.
Well,
I mean, not against the Giants, but or the Packers or the Bears, but whatever.
what beer would this coach drink? Andy Reid.
Andy Reid, he is a tried and true old Milwaukee fan. I know he was a Philly coach for a while, but old Milwaukee, Milwaukee, it's a niche, local garbage beer. And I don't know what they drink in Philadelphia. Like, what am I gonna say? Fucking, what's that stupid brewery? Yingling? Yingling is dog shit. Their owners are bad people. And I think Andy Reid is better than that, so we drink old Milwaukee.
I agree with Yingling.
Yingling sucks, dude.
Yingling is bullshit.
It's a company owned by a horrible
cow out of Wisconsin.
Yeah, no.
It's like, oh, you can't get it here. Who cares? It's trash.
Oh, Kevin, don't even get mad. Yingling's biggest brewery is in Florida. Fuck off.
Yeesh. And we already talked about DeSantis. He likes to thumb up his ass while you have to jerk him off to get into Disney. Yeah. What is the beer of preference for Vince Lombardi?
Vince Lombardi, the 60s, probably just drank like Budweiser. I don't know. They had like 2 beers back then.
How old is he?
He's dead.
I know that part, but how? When was he born? Is the question.
I don't know. All I know is he was the Packers coach in the 50s and 60s. Was the Giants offensive coordinator for a while. He died, I think, right after the Packers won their second Super Bowl, which was the 1967 season. 1968 was probably the year they defeated the. They beat the Super Bowl II. They beat the Oakland Raiders, and he had like 2 choices. So yeah, probably drink Budweiser.
Mike Vrabel.
Mike Vrabel.
Sure.
One of the greatest Patriots of all time. Fun fact, the man has, I think, 12 career catches for 12 career touchdowns, including 2 in the Super Bowl. Mike Vrabel, he's a hard-nosed, no-nonsense guy. Mike Vrabel is going to drink... He drinks Miller Lite.
Gross.
He doesn't have time for anything else.
No.
The man would never suffer an IPA.
No one should.
IPAs are good. Shut the fuck up.
They're all right.
You were the beverage manager at the bar we worked at. I saw the snooty shit you put on.
Doesn't mean I have to like what I buy.
Yeah.
I buy it for the customers. I don't buy it for me. No one buys what I drink.
I remember I saw you one time. A customer came in and he asked, "You guys have Sam Summer?" And you told him to go fuck himself.
I did.
What happened? I watched it. It was the middle of the day. We weren't busy.
No, there was no customers. He was totally said to it, no, fuck yourself. What beer would this coach drink? John Madden.
John Madden. Let's think. Are we talking during his career or are we talking during his broadcasting career?
Broadcast.
Because the man has a 7-point...
Kevin said broadcast.
He's got a 75% win percentage during his coaching career. Only won 1 Super Bowl.
I'm only playing his video game.
Good video game. John Madden probably likes something a little bit heavier. Something that goes down well.
Fat?
He's a big man. Goes down well with a turducken. Guy was probably cruising through. Let me think. Big Guinness guy probably.
Ooh. Hey, big.
Yeah, guy was eating like a turducken a day.
Guinness is trash. What would this coach drink? Pete Carroll.
Vitamin water. Pete Carroll gives me the vibes of a guy because he's so intense at what he does that he's just like he doesn't drink, which I don't respect.
Nah, me either.
No, he doesn't drink.
Oh, but we got to cancel. He was going to be on the show next week. That's really tragic.
Probably a bad interview.
Probably. What beer would this coach drink? Bill Belichick?
Bill Belichick. Well, what do I know about Bill Belichick? I know a few things. So his first NFL career job was with the Baltimore Colts in the 1970s. He said, is it Burt Jones? 1975 NFL MVP, was one of the best quarterbacks he ever saw. But he's also best friends with, what's his name? John Bon Jovi. So that immediately is trashy, but respectable.
John Bon Jovi.
Yeah, that's like his best friend.
That's not what I was expecting.
I know.
Continue.
Well, so he was a defensive coordinator for the Giants in the 80s.
I guess it makes sense, but I didn't see it
anyway,
coming.
all right. So New Jersey, what do those cunts like to drink? Probably. You know what? He probably drinks Bud Light.
Yes.
Yeah, simple man. I mean, you know, he's been a coach for a long time. He's been very successful. He probably drinks Sam Adams.
As any good-hearted American should.
Yeah.
Except for Boston, because fuck Boston.
No, I agree with that.
That's
And I'm a New Englander.
trash.
The rest of New England is not one cohesive unit. I hate New Hampshire. I hate Maine. I don't care for Connecticut. I don't like most of Massachusetts. And Rhode Island is basically just like, get fucked. You're not even a state. You're a county. So, yeah, the rest of New England, don't care for them.
Did you hear that, Boston?
Please.
You're assholes. Your whole city is trash. No one cares about a... Is the bell there?
Yeah.
No one cares about a bell.
No, just like honestly, like get fucked, Boston. Like,
Get fucked, Boston.
I don't care for you.
We will fight every living man in Boston on this show. You come to Chicago. The address is... You can come here and we'll fight you on camera. Boston. You bunch of fucking bitches.
Don't like them.
So...
Fuck your grandma.
the Celtics had some times. They had some times.
Was that a Lakers hat?
That's an Arsenal hat.
What does that even mean?
Arsenal Lakers.
Arsenal. The soccer team.
Yeah, but why does that mean he hates the Celtics?
I don't know. He's just mad about shit.
I'm a Lakers fan.
You been watching Winning Time?
Alan, develop a personality instead.
Oh, okay.
Hypothetical.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Hypothetical. Alan is a bitch.
What do you mean hypothetical?
No, that's truth. That's truth. Sorry about that. You come on this camera, I'll beat your ass. I'll beat you. No, I love you, bitch. Hypothetical. Which is a better decision someone could make? Moving closer to your family to work in beer sales and regroup as a person, or switching to a 6-1 defensive front against the Rams in Super Bowl 53?
Obviously, switching to a 6-1 defensive front. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Like, you know, I've made my personal moves and they've worked out well, but I don't have a ring. The Rams that year were only the second team in NFL history to not score a touchdown in the Super Bowl after the 1971 Miami Dolphins, who lost, I believe, 24-3 to the Dallas Cowboys, where Mike Ditka scored a touchdown in the Super Bowl for the Cowboys. Anyway!
Is that because the Dolphin got stolen during that one period, and then that animal detective had to find it?
Yeah, and as we all know, Bob Greasy is a transvestite.
We'll cut that.
He's dead!
But that was brilliant.
Cutting that.
You just can't say that word.
Laces out.
Oh,
You can't say greasy.
You dumbass.
all right, I found the line.
Thank God for Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, for solving that issue. And then, obviously, Dan Marino and the Dolphins did really good afterwards.
No, they didn't.
Yep, no,
They
you're
were
right.
not relevant in the late
you're right.
90s at all.
No, they didn't.
Darren Marino, his final game, do you know what the score was of his final game?
72?
62-7 he lost. 62-7 to the 1999 Jacksonville Jaguars, who, hilariously enough, went 14-2 in the regular season. Their only losses were to the Tennessee Titans, who were in their division. And then they lost in the AFC title game to the Tennessee Titans. Just can't write
Can we
that.
give Dan Marino flowers?
No.
15-1 Bears.
Yeah, great.
He's the only quarterback to beat that team.
Wow, a regular season win. What
Greatest defense of all time.
great, what a thing to hang your hat on.
I mean, who'd they beat the shit out of in the Super Bowl?
Patriots. And who did the Patriots beat in the AFC title game that year? Was it the Miami Dolphins? I believe it was.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
More important question. Did Dan Marino fuck that Dolphin?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Yeah, it's because we know he did it. Knowing me,
Which I
Me?
do. Which I do.
have you met me?
Quite well.
All right. Knowing me and what I'm like, what football team should I be rooting for and why?
Ooh, what a terrific question.
Is it? Caw. Quiet on the fucking set.
John, you should be, you should root for the Los Angeles Chargers.
Oh, why?
This is a team that is, on paper, incredible. has They have all the talent in the world. They're amazing. And yet they go.
I'm so sorry.
And yet they go 8-8 every year.
Is that just the curse of the Chargers, though?
It might be just the curse of the Chargers. They can consistently try to solve that through head coaching searches. I don't know how many therapists you've been through, but
Enough.
these are teams, like we look at the Chargers and their history. We look at the 2006 AFC divisional round against New England Patriots. 14-2, best record in the league. They're awesome. What happens? Tom Brady throws an interception, and then a fucking wide receiver, Troy Brown, who played significant time on defense, punches the ball out, and the Patriots recover. They win the game. It's just inexplicably they fuck themselves.
How so?
I'll give you an example. 2010 San Diego Chargers were one of the greatest teams of all time. They had the number 1 ranked offense in the league, the number 1 ranked defense in the league, and somehow went 8-8. And missed the playoffs because their special teams was so bad.
32nd ranked special teams.
It was just it's comically just like greatness with just catastrophic ineptitude, which I think sums you up quite well.
Thank you.
You're one of my favorite people. I love you immensely. I don't want this to come across as a slight.
Hey, man, all of San Diego used to love the Chargers, and they were tragic.
And then they moved to LA, and now no one cares.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. I stick around. People love me for no goddamn reason.
You're a lot
I
like...
amount to nothing.
You're a lot...
And then I fuck off.
You have amounted to a lot in my life.
Thank you.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Do you accept that Patrick Mahomes is already better than Tom Brady?
I never have, and I never will.
How so?
Is he more physically gifted? Obviously. Dude, I got eyeballs. But last I checked, Tom Brady was 2-0 against Patrick Mahomes in the postseason with the 2018 AFC championship game in Kansas City, which Tom Brady won. And then also
Which Kansas City this too?
The one in Missouri.
Oh.
And then also in the Super Bowl in 2020 when he thrashed. Also, the Kansas City Chiefs that year became the 3rd team to not score a touchdown in the Super Bowl, losing 31-9, which people conveniently forget about Patrick Mahomes and don't hold against him because they're like, his offensive line was hurt. But Brady gets mauled by the Giants in the 2007 Super Bowl, and they're like, oh, Brady sucks, like whatever. No, Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback and understands football better than anyone who has ever played the game.
I will make sure to bring you back on the show when Mahomes destroys him.
You mean Tom Brady, who's retired and doesn't play anymore and has won 5 more Super Bowls than he has?
Everyone still comes for Jordan's records, and he's retired. Everyone still comes for Gretzky, and he's retired. You can come for a motherfucker.
It's significantly harder to win a Super Bowl than it is to win an NBA title game.
Man, I could win a Super Bowl in a day. Did Tom Brady fumble the ball during the 2001 AFC divisional game against the Raiders?
Not according to the rules. Last I checked, if the quarterback's arm is moving forward and the ball...
It was going... He already brought it. He was tucking it in.
Regardless...
Not going forward anymore.
Regardless...
Alan, on camera. Get over here, Alan. Get over here.
Please,
get over
in.
here.
Let me... Please.
Say
What
it
do you
to the
have?
camera.
What do you have that hasn't been said before?
The ball was being tucked in. It wasn't going forward anymore. What the fuck is that shit?
Look, last I checked, at the time in the NFL, the rules were. Yeah, I know Charles Woodson came off and on a blitz, and he got a sack. But Tom Brady's arm, technically, within accordance of NFL rules, Tom Brady, while he may have been tucking the ball, his arm was going forward.
It was already
and got strip sacked, but his arm was going forward, so the pass was ruled incomplete because his arm was going forward. And the NFL
he has said it himself that it was a fumble. He said it in that documentary.
Good thing it wasn't up to him. It was up to the refs.
And they were wrong, too.
No, they weren't wrong.
Yes,
They were right in accordance of the rules of the game. And I'm
Raiders
so
would've won
sorry.
that game, and there would be no Patriots dynasty. Get fucked.
Oh, I'm sorry. They just wouldn't have gotten good. I'm sorry. They went on the longest win streak in NFL history between 2003 and 2004, winning 21 consecutive games. Oh, I guess that wouldn't have happened.
Hey, that time that they won 18 games straight and then they lost, when did they lose that game?
In the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah, get fucked.
Oh, no, you got me. You know what happened after that Super Bowl loss? You know what happened to our franchise?
Troy Brown being a two-way player is one of the most impressive things I've ever seen in my life.
Did we, like the 2002 Oakland Raiders, crumble into
Troy Brown was a starting receiver and also a cornerback. That is one of the most impressive things I've ever seen in my life.
Had 3 picks in 2004.
Incredible.
No, what happened to the Patriots was that they were the most relevant team in the NFL for the next decade. And what happened was, did they have the greatest 5-year stretch of all time? Oh, I think they did. Where they won the Super Bowl in 2014, they went to the AFC title game after starting 10-0 in 2015, then stumbled after injuries. Then they won the Super Bowl in 2016 after having one of the most underrated dominant seasons of all time, going 16-2 or 14-2, only losing games to the Buffalo Bills with Jacoby Brissett as a starting quarterback and losing a goal line stand against the Seattle Seahawks, and then just dominating the fucking postseason. And then, everyone remembers the 28-3 game, but that team was fucking insane. They had the number 1 ranked defense that year in terms of points allowed, and they had Tom Brady in what should have been an MVP season, setting the NFL record for touchdown-interception ratio with 28-2 over a 12-game span. Then, the following year, they go to the Super Bowl again, and they lose the highest-scoring Super Bowl to the Philadelphia Eagles, 41-33, in which Tom Brady sets the single-game Super Bowl record for passing yards with 505, and they lose that game, and then, they just so happen in 2018, when everyone thinks they're dead, they go on to become the first team since the 1972 Miami Dolphins to win the Super Bowl after losing it the year before in 2018 and thrashing the Rams. Yes, was it a poor offensive performance? But yes, they fucking crushed the Rams, and with that 6-1 defensive front that they copied from the Chicago Bears early in the season.
Kyle Van Noy on the left end, Patrick Chung on the right end.
And they did nothing with Jason McCourty making an all-time Super Bowl play that's forgotten, where it was a touchdown to Brandon Cooks in the end zone, and he fucking just walks and goes, whoop! No, swats it out. And that was a great
and the Gronk catch to set him up.
And the Gronk catch, yes. Within the 5-yard line, just perfect touch pass. Brady's been dog shit all game.
I don't host the show.
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That undefeated season failed. But what we got was another decade of the most incredible football anyone has ever been lucky to see. And I was lucky enough to root for it. So, suck my balls, Alan.
It's all right. Kobe and Magic still own the Celtics.
I don't care about the Celtics.
Okay.
More likely, could you run 10 yards or pass 10 yards in an NFL game and you can't throw screens? After all that.
I can't throw a screen. Run. I'm not very fast, but I am 6'3", 215 pounds. I'm about the size of some of these guys. Yes, are they bigger, stronger, and faster than I am? Yeah, but this is the question of what could I do? It's what am I more likely able to achieve? And that is a 10-yard run. Because do I think I could shake off a 175-pound cornerback? Not every time. Maybe once. Get out there. Yeah.
You build a team of 5 to enter a drinking contest. Who from general history or sports history do you pick?
Ulysses S. Grant.
All right. He was an alcoholic.
Myself. I will take Boston Beer Company founder Jim Cook.
Wade Boggs.
I'm not going to take myth as fact.
Oh, shut up.
I'm looking at professional drinkers, not somebody who did fucking what's it called, Harlem Globetrotter games where he drank a third of a beer and then threw it away.
Thank you to our sponsor, the Harlem Globetrotters. We really appreciate you. You do good ball.
I probably, honestly, George Washington, big guy at his time. Dude, let me tell you about how those old timey guys used to drink. There's this fucking receipt from like a party they hosted after like they like got the Revolution one or whatever, and it was like 25 guys, and it was like 15 barrels of beer, like 25 quarts of whiskey, like 18 bottles of wine and all the shit, and they fucking crushed through all of it. So I'm gonna take an old timey guy because they just drink at an irresponsible level. And then one more for my top 5 team. I'm gonna take Hunter S. Thompson.
Shit. All right. Rock and roll.
Yeah. Is he allowed substance?
He did.
I mean, yeah, he did, but like, is that like?
George Washington is it?
I feel like they'd have a great pick and roll. Yeah. Oh wait. No, I want to take away George Washington. I want to put in a different replacement. Russell Crowe.
Drinking, fighting, round the world.
Notorious alcoholic. I can count on him.
If you could, historically, would you replace him for George Washington?
Just in real life?
Yeah.
100%.
All right.
Does he know the lines from Gladiator?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Obviously.
Yes. Easily.
That would rally everybody.
Yeah. The Revolutionary War would have ended in 1778, not 1783.
With the NFL's aversion to paying running backs big contracts, and also the NFL's transition to pass-heavy league, I have to ask this. I really thought about this. I have to ask, what's your favorite beer?
What's my favorite beer of all time? My favorite beer of all time. That's a tough question. Alchemist Focal Banger.
You made that up.
That's a real beer, and
as a sports fan and someone who works in beer, as a sports fan and someone who works in beer, does what kind of beer you drink change depending on if you are watching a game versus just casually going out for a drink?
Yes, 100%. If I'm watching a game, like if I recall when I watched the Patriots defeat the beat the LA Rams in the Super Bowl, I drank a 24-pack of Bud Light during that entire game because I was stress drinking. I needed to be able to drink something that I could just like hammer and like alleviate my stress. I had this ritual where when the Patriots were in the Super Bowl, I would go and buy a 6-pack of Tall Boy Old Styles. I would drink the whole thing by halftime, and then at halftime I would go get. I'm sorry, is this not interesting to you?
No, we're trying to work. Continue.
And so I drink a 6-pack Tall Boy Old Styles at halftime, and then I would go buy a second one at halftime. And that's different from like if I'm gonna go out and have just like a pleasurable beer or two, where I'm probably gonna drink something a little more highfalutin and fancy. Whereas when I'm sports drinking, I am drinking to just calm my nerves.
I got 2 more for you. Tell us about when the Patriots were in the Super Bowl while you worked at the Globe.
Oh, well, that's funny that you asked because I did not work at the Super Bowl when the Patriots. I did not work at the Globe when the Patriots were at the Super Bowl. No, I had specifically told my boss. It was 2018. I was like, "Hey, the playoffs are starting. If the Patriots go to the Super Bowl,
What's the game where you
I will."
In like 20-degree weather.
That was the 2018 AFC title game between the Patriots and the Chiefs. I had specifically told our boss, Megan, if the Patriots go to the Super Bowl, I am not working. I work the Sunday shifts. I said, I'm not doing it. And lo and behold, the Patriots go to the Super Bowl. But that AFC title game, I was working. I had a server, which I didn't normally have on Sundays. And it was one of the greatest games I've ever watched. And I remember being super stressed out. I was wearing my Rob Gronkowski jersey. And the Patriots were driving to take the lead. And I told my server, I was like, you're on the bar. I need to go outside because I can't watch this. Because everybody, there was one Chiefs fan in there, and everybody else just rooting against the Patriots, which is a very frustrating position to be in. And get it together, motherfucker. I'm telling
I
a story
got this.
here.
This is a killer show.
And-
Everyone watches it. We have like
and-
8,000 million viewers.
And I remember going outside and chain smoking for the Patriots' 2-minute drive to tie the game, or take lead or whatever it
That's
was.
yours.
Thanks. And it was so cold out that I was out there chain smoking over the last 2-minute drive that I got frostbite on my hands.
Hell yeah.
And then I took a break because the game went to overtime, and I was like, oh my God, I'm so stressed. I'm having a hard time. And then next thing you know, the Patriots win with a Rex Burkhead rushing touchdown. It was amazing.
Which side? Run to the left or run
Left.
to the right?
Last question.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to the Patriots.
I just love hearing you know stuff.
Last
Are you
question.
happy about my friend knowing stuff?
One
If you
time
don't,
I was rooting for them.
thank you. That means a lot.
Calle, you're one of my best friends.
You're one of my best friends. I adore you.
I've played coy because that's what I like to do on the show. However, you're one of you're one of the most fascinating people that I've ever met because you are so earnest and so fascinated by so many things in life. But because you come off as...
Can you go back and not do it while texting and apologize?
No, I'm trying to bring up the things I need for the questions. Yeah. Sorry, no, that was me. I can quick get these up and then we can jump into that. Brady.
Yeah, he was good at throwing passes, wasn't he?
Goddamn right.
Fucking phenomenal idea.
All right, I got him lined up.
Sorry.
It's gonna use a little phone. Calle, it is unfortunate that we don't have the opportunity to do a morning because it is a Thursday.
I don't understand why we can't. I'm gonna be here.
I have to be at work
What time?
I'm going in at like 9:30 or 10 tomorrow.
You can wake me up whenever. Just hit me with a GoPro. You can film it. You can do whatever you want.
I got that time, man. My entire job is on fire and everything is fucked.
That's fine. What if I just came with you to your work, and then you could just film me there?
I was gonna invite you to do that anyways. We
yeah, I would
probably
love
can't
to.
film. That's
Yeah.
what I like about you. You're all gusto, and then you have no concern for my feelings or for my needs.
I have a lot of concern for your needs. I'm more actively concerned about you than I am myself. I've literally never given a shit about myself in my whole life.
That's not true. You called us when you were feeling sad and you needed a time to talk on Zoom.
That's true. That was a moment of weakness.
And I was really happy you did it because I really respect you.
Yeah.
And boys gotta love boys, and
course.
boys should get each other's backs and give each other hugs and kisses and loves and say hey, I fucking love you and I respect you and your mental health matters.
No, absolutely. What's the point of friendship? We're not having this fucking diluted 1960s friendship where it's like, oh yeah, that was tough. Here's a beer. It's like, we get to talk about it now, and it makes us bigger and better and stronger.
Goddamn right. Yeah. Part of why I fucking love you.
I love you so fucking much, my God.
Because I love you, I'm going to give you something very specific to add to your book. Do you have your book with you right now?
I got it right here in my pocket. Never leaves my side.
Grab your book. I would like
you want
no, I want you to document a beer.
No.
I want you to try this.
Oh, hello, new beer.
Tell everyone what you're about to drink.
Does anybody have a pen?
No, man.
I gotta write it down.
Someone throw a Sharpie or a pen at us.
Oh, this.
Oh, I have a Sharpie. Fuck my life.
I don't want to. Can I not write in a Sharpie? I'd rather. Yeah, there we go. Thanks, Kevin. I'll take a pen. All right. This is a Donna's pickle beer. It sounds absolutely horrible because I don't like pickles. But for this event, I will.
I saved this for you. Because I know you don't like pickles.
I love you so much.
Thanks, babe.
This will be my 2,455th beer.
We're very proud of you.
Crowd goes wild.
My doctor is not, And my handwriting is so bad right now.
Man, my favorite part about going to the doctor is when they're like, how many drinks do you have in a day? I'm like, how much time do you have?
Yeah, I remember one time I made a mistake and I answered the doctor honestly. We're like, how many drinks do you have in a week? I was like, I don't know, 70? And he's like, that's too many. This beer is good.
You like the pickle beer?
Hang on. Yeah, it's fine. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it a lot.
What is the capital of Laos?
Vientiane.
Correct. What is the capital of Taiwan?
Taipei.
Correct. What is the capital of Costa Rica?
San Jose.
What is the capital of Andorra?
Andorra la Bella.
Hell yeah. What is the capital of Gabon?
Ooh, Gabon is a tough one. Is it Libreville?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
What is the, you'll know this one, what's the capital of Namibia?
Windhoek. I've been there.
Yeah, you have.
It's a weird place.
What is the capital of Tonga?
Tonga is, let me think. All those fucking Pacific Coast countries. It's not, is it Apia? No. No. Apia is the capital of Samoa.
Obviously.
Suva is the is it Nuku'alofa?
That's what it looks like. What is the capital of Senegal?
Dakar.
What is the capital of Malta?
Malta is La Valletta. Do you want to hear a fun fact about why that's the capital?
Sure.
So, during the 1500s, the Catholic League in Europe and the Ottoman Empire were fighting a fucking pretty brutal war for control of the Mediterranean. La Valletta, he was the head of this group called the Knights of Rhodes, which is this group who had just said, fuck off to the Ottomans and their conquest. They'd been fighting the Ottomans forever. He was the head of the Knights of Rhodes. He led the defense of Malta in, I think it was like 1571. Against the Ottomans, and it was this brutal conflict that lasted months. And it's like they have like early age firearms. They're fucking basically just shooting bricks at each other. They're throwing like these fucking fire rings. Like it's awful. And I think the guy's name was like John Lavalette or something like that. And he led the defense, and Malta was successfully defended by a significant like inferiority in arms and personnel against the Ottoman Empire, who landed something like 80,000 people on Malta to try to take it. And they ended up winning. And that's why the capital of Malta is called La Valletta, is because it was this guy named like John Lavalette, and it was it's fucking wild, and it was hardcore, and it was terrible. And so the Ottomans at the same time, they conquered Cyprus, and where they're going through, they were at this place called Famagusta or some city like that, some weird name. And they basically like allowed the defenders to surrender, and then they were like, "Oh no, fuck you guys!" So the captain of the defense of Cyprus, because they were in league with like the Venetian traders and whatever like that, they decided like, "Oh hey, what's the best thing we can do with this guy?" It's like, "Oh, why don't we flay him alive?" And to piss them off, like, because they were all fucking anti-Semitic cunts. They're like, we'll have a Jewish guy do it, because that'll make it extra bad. So they had a Jewish guy flay this dude alive on this post in Famagusta, or again, whatever it's called. My pronunciation is probably off. And the Venetians never forgot, and they expelled all the Jews from Venice. And they're just like, no, we're going to hold you all responsible for this. And people in 1500s were stupid. But yeah, they flayed him alive, and they started with it like the bottom half, and like before they even finished, he just fucking died. Because
I would hope.
No, yeah, it died. Wouldn't we all? Because nobody should die that way.
I appreciate that.
Even the worst motherfuckers on the face of the earth, I'm like, nobody should be skinned alive.
That's too bad.
Except maybe Hitler. Yeah. Mao did get, but like, yeah, that's reserved for a select few. But like, this guy did not deserve to be flayed alive. He was just like, I'm just doing my job.
But was it not a warning for the rest?
You can give warnings without skinning people alive.
That gets the point.
I mean, it does, but like, I mean, I've never been angry enough to skin anybody alive.
Not yet.
You're pushing it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I bring this up. I'm just always fascinated by how ridiculously smart you can be. I was also going to try and do a flags bit.
Oh, give me the flags. I can do every flag.
I was struggling to be able to show you the flags and also be able to reference the flags without showing you what the name was.
Sure.
So we're going to move on. I'm going to give you the final question of the night.
Oh dear.
Something that I know about you that I find fascinating and that we've had many a pushback on a late night after only a beer or two, of course, because we don't drink too much.
You and I never.
Never. One of the things that you have said to me is that you believe the United States of America is the best country in the world. And from what I understand...
I said that?
You have.
Oh.
Do you...
I must have been drunk.
And you said it vehemently only a few years ago. Do you still believe the United States of America is the best country in the world?
I like the promise of what the United States could be, and what it, at the time when it was founded, what it represented, and what I think is the best aspect of the United States is that in spite of our failings in our founding and in our Constitution and in our systems, is that the identity of what it means to be an American is continuously expanded from not just white landowning men, but then to non-landowning men, but to slaves, but to also women. And we have factions within the country that fight against this progress. But what makes the United States beautiful, and what I think makes it a wonderful country, is that it was one of the first countries in terms of the modern context, that your national identity had nothing to do with your ethnic identity. And I think that the United States, and what has made it so great, is that we have continuously made the progress in spite of our